They love a fast start here. In by Alexander-Arnold. Jones! They've got a fast start. And Curtis Jones back in the limelight. A run of games and now a goal at Anfield. And Gakpo is in behind for Diaz. Yes. Luis Diaz. First start since October, and a glorious way to return to the... Alexander-Arnold has gone through, and penalty. Reclaimed the right to take the penalty, and the two others were offering themselves as alternatives. Salah scores, third time lucky. Well, third time right place, on target. And it is 3-0 inside the first 15 minutes for Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool have been brilliant, as much as Spurs.
Stay down, Harry Kane is in, lines it up and tries to put it on a plate for Son. And then it wouldn't have counted. Maybe Harry knew that already. Here goes Perisic. It's opened up for Kane. Yes, this time it's fired in. And Harry Kane gives a hint of respectability to Tottenham. He scores in a fourth consecutive away game. Kulusevski up with him. Son hits the post. Wouldn't have counted. I did go up. Back Kulusevski for Son. Oh, he's hit the post. And Spurs come so close again to pegging it. And oh, it's hit the post again. Romero found himself. Romero for Son. Might become 3-2 here. It does. Son gets in. Be an offside check, I'm sure.
I thought he was on.
Just this circumstance. Richarlison! And it's ended up in the back of the net. And it's Richarlison, can you believe it? A glancing touch. They were down to 10 men, in fact. He'd never scored in the Premier League before for Spurs. What a place to do it. And certainly what a time to do it. Lucas Moura, what's he done? He put Jota in, and Liverpool have the lead again. Tottenham cannot believe it. Diogo Jota, calm as you like, in a Liverpool crisis. And Spurs, their celebration. Bottom line here is Liverpool vault over Tottenham in the table, a fourth successive win after a run of four without a victory. Timely return.
Rodri getting himself into a shooting position, but Pope could watch that over the bar.
Composed build-up from Manchester City.
Right winger, but always given the license to come back inside, and to good effect as well. It didn't take Manchester City long. Releasing Kevin De Bruyne, and Pope able to make the save and protect that near post area.
Gundogan, this was wonderful.
Foden, another darting dynamic run, another save with the feet of Pope.
Of Phil
Back in from Botman, chance on the turn. The flag is up anyway. Wilson frustrated, would come again with Haaland Saint-Maximin. Oh, great ball in, they've got their reward this time, but the flag denies Miguel Almiron. Only now does he see it. And the celebrations are cut short. Walker beaten and Saint-Maximin charges forward again, trying to release Wilson, who takes it on and scores! Joyous Geordie jubilation. Newcastle have turned it around against the champions.
And the wonderful thing inside...
Everybody back for Newcastle. And a chance. And then Haaland takes it on, and still he goes, and Pope tips it onto the post.
Power, precision, it's save.
Now Saint-Maximin travelling with intent. Upended. Yellow card for Stones.
Find out.
Trippier taking it! Euphoric euphoria all around. The Gallagher stand and deep again from De Bruyne. And helped in for Haaland, 3-2. And they're back in it. Only 6 minutes after going 3-1 down. Manchester City halved the... Haaland can get in. He is in. Pope denies him. That's another big save from Nick Pope and Newcastle. Foden sprinting forward and De Bruyne drew the foul from De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva, 3-3. City in a hurry to get on with it. And De Bruyne caught by Trippier, who's unsurprised. Slipping in Gundogan, chipped in deftly and stretched over the bar by Haaland. What a chance for resurgence continues, and how, but the resilience of the champion. Maddison making his way into the middle. It's a mistime challenge and it's a penalty to Leicester. So, Tielemans against Lloris, part 2. This time he scores. And is that the moment that saw Leicester City's luck change? They lead by a goal to nil.
And that's brave from Yuri Tielemans to step up again.
To the feet of Longley. Looking from Kulusevski against Kane coming around the back. It's 1-1. Leicester's lead lasted barely 2 minutes. And it's Harry Kane against Leicester yet again. The players inside that 6-yard box, but none of them could get the decisive touch. Lightning strikes twice. This time, Eric Dyer. And Tottenham's centre-half celebrates his recall to the England squad by putting Spurs. Dyer and Dewsbury Hall cutting across the ball, can't keep it down. Half chance though for Leicester. And then Lloris could only turn and watch. Flag up though against Barnes.
I was about to say, he must have
diagonal for Castagna, who's done well to make something of it, and Maddison has quite brilliantly hooked it in. Leicester back on level terms. It's a stunning finish from James Maddison, and it's all square again.
Well, this is a man in real form, James Maddison. His 3rd goal already this season. For me, he's Leicester's most effective.
Tipped onto the bar. Kulusevski. That's very good. Might not be 2-2 for long. Another error. And Spurs lead again. Rodrigo Bentancur with a collector's item. Leicester only have themselves to blame. And for all the hard work on the stretch, good save. Decent stop by Lloris. He would have been disappointed had that got rifled in, and Daka got his head to it, but not the contact he needed. Win it back from James Justin, and is this Son's moment, making his way forward, taking on Fars and marking his comeback onto the field with his first goal of the season. What a cathartic moment for him. You can see exactly what it means. An outpouring of emotion, just doing enough to get it away from Sessi after Ward's save.
I think the free kick's been...
Urge to shoot, making his way forward, finding Son, who will try his luck. Oh! That one's even better. And to think that 15 minutes ago he was bang out of form and out of the team. Now he has scored 2 absolute beauties. And he's past there. And this is his moment. Offside. Celebrations will be curtailed. Son with the ball in the net, but the flag is up. It will be checked. But it looks as though the flag's going to deny him a 13-minute hat-trick. Redemption. Another 90 minutes that will have done little for job security, but plenty to further increase.
And Somerville is in straight away. He goes down, and it's a penalty in the first minute to Leeds. It is Rodrigo. Oh yes, you could be sure of that, and he could be sure of that. It's a perfect penalty, and it's not bad for starters for Leeds as they look to build on that. Linking up with Fredericks. Kiefer Moore was about to shoot. Bournemouth have responded quickly, and it's Marcus Tavernier, born in this city, who scores his first goal for them. How about that for a rapid response? Gone behind, looking to hit the front. It's off the line by Strauch. This time Meslier blocks it, but hang on a minute. Oh, what a finish! Philip Billing smacks that one in, and this has been some turnaround by Bournemouth.
But look at this long ball. Christensen looks as though he's a favourite.
Solanke and Moore waiting for service, and Solanke has put it away. Brilliant from Bournemouth on the break. But Jesse Marsh's Leeds fall further behind, as they might have done in the first half indeed. And this is goal. Strauch bounced off Mepham. Oh, what a finish that is! It's a brilliant hit from Greenwood. And maybe Leeds can pull this. Rigo, can he get his shot away? Oh, it's wild in the end, and away from its intended. Looking to provide their third. Cooper down! It's in! From Liam Cooper! Leeds had to dig deep. They just did! What a game! What a comeback for Jet! Survives a shove. Somerville is there. Somerville! Oh, wow! This is breathtaking! This is Ellen Road at his best, marching on together, and they will certainly remember this 5th of November. Gelhardt deflected away, and it's going 4, Bournemouth 3. Wow.
Out to De Bruyne, Silva, now Grealish, work for De Gea. Cancelo, shoot from distance, but not choosing to do so. Foden! They pick their way through. Manchester City with an early strike here, and it's the local hero, Phil Foden, who finds the back of the United net. Or Gundogan. It's Gundogan! Oh, outside of the post. So Silva, Haaland doesn't get there. Foden lines up another one, and very nearly scored another one. So it's a corner in the end for Manchester City, and he's over the line. It's been given. It's Haaland. It's the magic touch. Just drifting on the perimeter of the game, but when it matters, in the middle, there's no stopping him. De Bruyne. Haaland, can he reach it? You bet he can. You bet he can. It's from the pages of schoolboy fiction, this. You might have read of Roy of the Rovers. This is Erling of England. Makes his move. They're on the same page, those two. And Howe. And Foden! This is sensational. When do you see football like this? Breathtaking. Brilliant. United no answer. City in overdrive.
Just didn't get anything right.
It's judged by Grealish, taken on by Anthony, who scores a wonderful goal.
Well.
4-1. Well, he scored on his debut against Arsenal, he scored on his derby debut here, restored a little bit between the lines that Bernardo Silva. Well, Haaland on the move, into De Bruyne, to Gomez, fast and low, hat-trick, 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 3 in 3 games at the Etihad. He's just ripping up the record books. Erling Haaland, family affair. Slightly left was Haaland. Foden, is he going to get his hat-trick? They've asked for offside, but Phil Foden believes he's emulated Erling Haaland. And it's 6-1. And their hands were switching off a bit, but the City players perhaps have done so as well. Martial, and it's going to be number 2. Followed in. Well, we haven't seen too much of him recently, Anthony Martial. 6-1 down. And they've got a penalty. For a sense of some respectability for Manchester United, and he puts it away for his second and United's third. He's waving the lads back to go again. He starts to what's going to be a stellar career. He is the star man among stars, and Phil Foden, who's not too far behind. Yeah. And tries a shot, and Alisson, his fellow Brazilian, has to turn it aside. He wouldn't. Robertson again, and it's over the top. There's a corner.
Yeah, Martinez gets there.
Hello. Ball to the back post. Well, it was a sight of goal for Bruno for few, and they have done, but the flag is up. Casemiro again. Some telling Gakpo where he wanted him to go, and there he went. He's got a chance, he's got a goal! Great moment for Liverpool and Cody Gakpo! They're so glad they got him. It'll reach Mo Salah here, and it'll reach Harvey Elliott here. Headed in by Darwin Núñez. What a start to the second half for Liverpool.
Well, the timing of Liverpool's goals, absolutely fantastic for them just before half-time.
Still Mo Salah. And Gakpo! Oh, they're carving Manchester United apart here. The team in red, putting red faces on the visitors. Sensational spell either side of half-time from Jurgen Klopp's team. Gakpo's still going. Oh, Robertson with plenty to aim at. And they thought that was going to arrow into the bottom corner from Konate, but this has got Gakpo ahead of him, who's trying to slide in Elliott. It breaks for Salah, who dispatches with vigour. They have 4. Liverpool. It's his special fixture. Header at the far post. By Henderson. And another one for Núñez. It's 5 here. Manchester United being cut to pieces. Defensive disarray. White near him. And towards Firmino. Salah. It's 6. Shirts off. Liverpool. Here's Salah. Tried it through. Oh, that's the one they wanted. That is the cherry on the icing on the cake. Bobby Dazzler Bobby Firmino at the end of the week when he's told Jurgen Klopp. Klopp's team hits 7. Too strong again at Anfield for United.
Man, very much in the headlines, and it could fall kindly. Early chance, and it's all over the place, but turned in. Oh, what a start! Bobby D. Cordova-Reid, past fit for this game, and inside a minute at Craven Cottage, gives Fulham the lead on Derby Day. But it was a little... Brentford having to dig a little deeper. The header goalwards! And Fulham double their lead on Derby Day. João Palhinha powers in the header. Potential threats as falls for Norgard, and they have pulled one back just before half-time, and that may just alter the direction of Thomas Frank's team talk at the break. Brentford back in this game.
Well, it's a great routine, wasn't it, from Norgard? Fulham done it last.
Looks for Tony, potential for a shot, and Ivan Toney does what Ivan Toney does best. It is Pereira towards Reyes' goal, and Reyes stands up to the challenge. Little bit of that by the Brentford attacker again. It's Wissa. Can he find the finish? There it is! And he will not be denied. Ivan Toney, 2 disallowed goals this afternoon, but Ivan Toney is on the score sheet. Winner. Fulham come forward, it is Mitrovic at the back post. Rea with a stunning save. It's still there, Mitrovic with the... Mbabu looks for Mitrovic! Oh, he's done it! Alexander Mitrovic sends Craven Cottage wild. It is Derby Day delight. Have Fulham snatched it at the end?
Fortunately, it's not a fullback who's marking him. I think it's Umbremo who's been pulled back in there to mark him, and he...
Edison had to let go, and that's going to be another free kick. A foul by Eze then to whip that one in, and it's found a way in. And Crystal Palace, for the second season running, score an early goal at the Etihad. There's a long, long way to go, of course, but they'll take that, and City are mystified. Foden's corner, Rodri with a little touch. Ruben Diaz lurking, but and now Stones. Haaland got there first and almost did himself.
Post. But his movement's great.
A free kick led to the opening goal. Will be the man to take this corner too. And Anderson is there to score. Against the run of play. Palace are 2-0 up. They do love a trip to the Etihad. But even so, this is a startling scoreline.
Yeah, startling maybe.
And here is Haaland looking for a quick reply, but it's a side-netting job.
The goalkeeper
looking to make it happen, and it's just over and out from Phil Foden.
Into the back.
Bernardo Silva, will he be the man to make it happen? He will be. Manchester City needed someone to step forward, and is another epic comeback in the offing of the Etihad. Silva, this is wonderful. It's brilliant. And it almost deserved an end product. Alvarez gets a touch. Foden back in. Haaland is there. It's another goal. Erling Haaland. It's a feeling of deja vu as Manchester City show their incredible powers of recovery again. It's 2-2, and you just knew it was going. Bernardo Silva took it quickly. Alvarez. Bernardo Silva, Stones, Erling Haaland once again. How very Manchester City We've seen this movie before. Can they keep doing it from 2 goals down? Oh, yes, they can. It's at the Etihad. Haaland wants it. Haaland has it. Erling Haaland has a hat-trick. And you can be sure that is a sign of things to come. Now Manchester City are being Manchester City. A scintillating second half comeback. Sounds familiar. Really. De Bruyne. Gundogan trying to get in on the act.
Arriving from late.
Sergio Gomez always rising from the moment it left his boot.
It's the Etihad.
Well, flat in the first half, fizzing in the second.
First touch from Tielemans to Rob Brighton. They're onto the front foot here. And that is the perfect start. Kelechi Iheanacho inside the first minute gives Leicester City the lead.
Well, it came as a result of it.
Gross to March, he goes low. Apparently deflection behind. Goal kick. Up in other cases. It's been an interesting weekend on that front, and that's an interesting ball. March has got in. Plenty of home time, and Solly March was there to meet it for his first Premier League goal of the season. Open up here from Mwepu. Still Mwepu. Caicedo. 2-1. Maddison has his head in his hands, and well may he. His generosity meant that Brighton could break. For goodness me, did they... Looks to drop it in behind for Patson Daka. Daka is in, he's onside. And Daka levels up. Unlocked by an excellent long ball from Tielemans. Patson Daka, on his first Premier League start of the season, has his... Barnes blasts it straight at Robert Sanchez. German flicks, he went for a spectacular there, and that is a spectacular! Oh, sensational from... A bit of arm in there. This is Pascal Gross now, and Trossard! This time, Brighton do lead. Excellently finished. Solly March. Ward comes across to thwart Brighton and March. To dance beyond Ndidi. Managing to do so now. Ndidi plays back it in. Penalty. McAllister. Next shot. Brighton have 4. And with 20 minutes to play, they'll fancy that. Gross. Another save for Ward to make.
Yeah, and he's certainly one of them, Pascal.
McAllister. A crowning glory from the little Argentinian. His star has sparkled the brightest today about this Brighton side. The first time in top division history they have hit 5 goals.
Swept in by Gibbs-White. And it's Jack Duarte who puts Forest in front. Fantastic delivery from Morgan Gibbs-White, appreciated by the Forest goalscorer, who 5 minutes ago looked as though he was eased away by Zamora, only as far as Williams. It's a penalty.
There we see it.
And Johnson scores. Scored against Everton, scores now again. Lingard loses out to Lewis Cook. Billing. Oh, it's magnificent! What a fantastic goal by Philip Billing. Forrest didn't get close to him, and Henderson couldn't get near the shot. What a goal! Magnificent!
Well, if you see a better goal than that today.
They've pulled it back. It's 2-2.
Is it an own goal?
Dominic Solanke is claiming the goal, but Forrest in trouble again defensively. Couldn't handle a Bournemouth set play. It might have been a deflection which took it in, but either. McKenna in trouble. Solanke. And straight off the bench, Jayden Anthony, with probably his first touch, has completed the turnaround. They're rubbing their eyes behind that goal because they can't quite believe what they've seen. Bournemouth, Anthony again, and selfishly finding Tavernier. Another big chance for Bournemouth. Oh, the goalkeeper's made a real mess. Now only with the chance. Surely, Gary. Anthony, what an impact he's had from the moment he came on, just 1 minute in.
This is a positive bit of play here for Brighton, and straight away they get the goal, and it's Leandro Trossard. Well, it didn't take the visitors long. And within 4 minutes, Brighton have the lead.
Well, the Liverpool players are...
Crossing about, and then Welbeck was there. What?
I expected him to score.
Weaving his way through, has a go.
Have we seen Salah do this? Driving down the right.
And back in for Trossard. Same angle, same goal as the second for Brighton. Leandro Trossard gets his second of the afternoon, and Brighton double their lead.
This is poor defending from Trent Alexander-Arnold, because he tries to take it on his chest. It's
forward. Henderson needs to play it across to Salah. Firmino. And the celebrations are cut short because the flag is up.
Yeah, and I think it was the one to Salah. Henderson plays it on. It's
headed forward and right in front of it. The substitutes for Liverpool. Diaz picks out Firmino! Roberto Firmino with the equalizer for Liverpool.
He's got a 1v1 here.
For Brighton, and Firmino as the corner comes in. And it's bundled into. This is March. Mr. March, now Mitoma looking to get that cross in. And it's a hat-trick for Trossard. And they do have the equaliser.
Yeah, he's definitely onside, Mitoma. But Trossard, absolutely magnificent, getting into...
Alexander-Arnold for Liverpool. Well, he wasn't far off. Corner comes in. Skips away, Dunk couldn't clear it.
Cook with it. Kiefer Moore is there. And that is why his presence is so important. He is superb. Tavernier. And here's Kiefer Moore! What a glorious Bournemouth goal! Spurs ripped apart on the counter. Gleefully dispatched by Kiefer Moore for his second Premier League goal.
Well, if you're a Bournemouth fan in particular, then you certainly will appreciate it.
Royale, Skip, Well, may not quite have been going on target, but Travis... That's a great ball. Oh, off the post. Well, Spurs have been crying out. Now Davis. Well, he had a go in the first half, which he dragged. This one... Smith. Oh, more! Fantastic goal again for Bournemouth and for Kiefer Moore. And it's the former Spurs man, Adam Smith, who provides the cross. What about that for a header?
Well, when you've got a powerhouse...
Oh, that's Sessegnon. He could be in here. There's a goal back for Tottenham. Ryan Sessegnon, who was about to be substituted, has instead popped up with a crucial goal to get Spurs right back in this game. Sessegnon's ball in, Harry Kane! That's the sort of chance he's been waiting for. Another corner for Tottenham. Oh, Travers, it's in. It's Ben Davis. That was right under the crossbar. Travers couldn't get there. And Ben Davis has equalised for Spurs. It's 2-2. Dyer. Son! Good stop from Travers. Beautiful football from Spurs. Son. Oh, it got a flick and stabbed in brilliantly. Rodrigo Bentancur has won it for Spurs. It's another corner goal for Tottenham. It's another corner goal conceded for Bournemouth. And from 2-0 down, they've won. And he's popped up with another crucial one here.
Quality is holding in, doesn't it? It's not been pretty by any stretch of the imagination.
Mitoma. Brilliantly done. Fantastic finish by Adam Lallana. Set up by Leandro Trossard. Wolves on the ropes from the start.
Sensational start from Brighton.
Helped on by Boubacar Traore. There's a stumble and a goal. Gonzalo Guarish with the equalizer. What a response from Wolves. Well, Guarish, who's struggled since arriving from Valencia, given the nod again today. Angled over the top of the crossbar by Trossard. Another opportunity. Jean Moutinho. Wolves claiming a handball, this time from the penalty spot. It's Neves. Cool as you like. A first half turnaround at Molineux.
The man you want over this spot kick.
Lallana's done well to dig out the cross. It's Mitoma with the header. Brighton level.
Well, Brighton have just taken the last 5 minutes, been a lot more...
March, more determined to get the ball. That's a fine save by Jose Sarr.
Yeah, Wolves got themselves...
March with a corner kick. Another free header.
Yeah, Brighton might live to rue these...
Solly March to the slip. And turned over the top by Sanchez. Deft header by Guedes. McAllister. Turned away by Jose Sarr.
Here's McAllister.
Toma. He's done well to get to the byline. It's Pascal Gross. Brighton in front. Wolves' resistance broken.
Plays it across, crosses there and just a little bit too far away from Harry Kane to get on the end of it. Meslier got a touch. Does well to hold on to it, looking to release Somerville, who could be in here. Somerville! He is on fire at the moment. Crescencio Somerville gets the early lead for Leeds. And once again, Tottenham Hotspur have it all to do. Trying to get that cross in, looking for immediate response. Emerson Royale was there and punched away by Meslier. He puts it across, opportunity, and Emerson Royale has skied it. Henry comes in again, punched away by Meslier. Harry Kane tries to get onto it, and he does just that. Well, they needed a reaction, Tottenham Hotspur. Of course, Harry Kane was there to deliver. The Leeds players surround. Ski heads it away. Back in by Cooper. Or by Christensen, and straight away, what a hit! Rodrigo! There on the end of it to make sure it found the back of the net. And Leeds regain their lead. Ski weaving his way in the area. Kulusevski cuts it back for Kane. Back out it goes again, and it's found a way through. Ben Davies for Tottenham Hotspur, and it's all level again. Greenwood.
That was asking a lot. 5 yards further out, he got a chance, but
couldn't find the target.
There's a weekend.
Cooper intercepted, an opportunity for Leeds to go away. Rodrigo! It's brilliant from Rodrigo! And once again, Leeds have the lead. 3-2. With the cross in, headed away. Back out it goes, an opportunity! Who levels it up again? Well, they go behind Tottenham and they find a response. Good play this from Tottenham. Kulusevski making his way in. Kulusevski back out to Bentancur. And for the first time in this match, Tottenham Hotspur have the lead. And it's Rodrigo Bentancur once again. Whistle. What drama we've seen here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
And he's had a go, and it's off the bar, and not quite over the line, but it is now. Ollie Watkins on the follow-up. Like all good strikers should. It's a beautifully controlled finish from Ollie Watkins. Another early goal for Aston Villa at Villa Park. Watkins and Villa making a right hash of it at the other end. Anacho to Maddison! Well, what are Aston Villa doing there? They have played themselves into trouble, and Leicester, right out of nothing, have struck back. It's Jaya and Buendia's ball, and Watkins has lost it. Just needed a tap in. Got it caught. Watkins, runners left and right. Watkins decided to go himself. That's in the way. Tete. It's been an excellent half from Buendia. He feeds to Digne. He's found Watkins. Deflected it in. Ollie Watkins might fancy this. Harry Souttar certainly won't on his debut. But it's deflected off the big Australian international, and Villa have got their second out. Leicester with number still in there. Nacho! Kelechi Iheanacho starts in the Premier League, scores in the Premier League again. Left all alone. He could hardly miss, and we're all square once more. And here come Leicester. And here comes Tete, who's one-on-one and scores!
A dream debut for Leicester City's flying Brazilian winger. Right on the cusp of half-time. They lead for the first time.
To the game.
Tete kept it in. Tete continues and fizzes one over the top. Taking his debut on the money. Swatted away by Ward and fired over the bar by that man. We've just been bigging him up, but he couldn't keep it down. Barnes, and that's a deflected one, and Pratt is through. Moreno's mistake, and Pratt could finish it. In a crazy game that's lurched one way and the other, that might just do it for Leicester City. It has been all Villa, and Leicester are broken. Down England brings to an end a real cracker. A first Premier League.
Getting it forward towards Watkins. Still Ollie Watkins goes, and still he goes. Pressure, ever increasing pressure applied to Arsenal in this title race. Their defence breached in barely 5 minutes by a lifelong Arsenal fan. Hasn't seen too much of it so far. Ben White clipping it in. Mings with a header away to a dangerous area. Wow. That is a magnificent finish from Bukayo Saka, and Arsenal are back on level terms.
Wow.
Well, he might have had a quiet opening 15 minutes, but he's just announced his presence emphatically.
It's a poor header from Tyrone Mings.
Move here. Has never looked back. Buendia letting it run. Coutinho!
What a goal.
Aston Villa back ahead again. Villa fans in raptures. A wry shake of the head from all concerned with Arsenal. Responsibility here for Arsenal. Clipped in high and off the top of the bar. Eddie Nketiah's first attempt.
Intensity in the pressure.
Zinchenko, brilliantly done. What a time to score your first ever Premier League goal. And again, they respond.
Fantastic hit. What a great...
Nketiah in. He's across Konza, clipping it towards goal, but it became a difficult chance and one that he couldn't take. So, dispossessed by Nketiah. Odegaard!
Oh, wow.
What a chance.
What a chance.
Martinelli into that crowded penalty area. Setting up Jorginho!
Oh!
2 goals here last season. An immense goal here this. Comeback complete. An immense display of gunner's mettle in a forward. It should be routine this for Martinelli. Almost celebrating before he taps it over the line. A 4-2 victory for Arsenal that doesn't begin to tell the story of an afternoon of immense drama. An afternoon of massive implications in the title race.
The away team just wanted it more, refused to give it up.
For Arsenal, it's the sunshine after the rain.
A stadium Bournemouth have never even earned a draw at. But they're looking for an early chance here, and they've got it! What a start! How quick was that? Philip Billing. A matter of seconds on the clock. Have made themselves heard to help them back into the game. But what? Odegaard! And a fine save from Neto! And Saka can't put it in. Well, here's Odegaard. And there's no problem for Neto. Watched it all the way wide. Saka. Odegaard lines it up. But Neto has dealt with everything so far.
Well, you take that, I think.
Spaces in the Arsenal backline. Rothwell with a corner. Ah, it's 2-0! It's huge for Bournemouth. Senesi to double their advantage. The Cherries chastening the title chasers.
That's a super header from Senesi.
That's awkward for Neto. Punches it in the air. Smith Rowe keeps it alive. Goal back for Arsenal. And it's Thomas Partey. They strike straight back, the Gunners. And it's 2-1 now to Bournemouth. Still, prods it to Nelson. Nelson across. Oh, did that cross the line? The answer's yes. 2-2. Arsenal have turned it around, and Ben White with his first goal for the Gunners. And what a time to get it. And still time to complete the turnaround. First Martinelli. Going on Martinelli! Well, I think the roof would have come off this place. Schenko, drop of the shoulder, fired in! Oh, could have gone anywhere. It's a corner. In goes the corner, cleared only as far as Nelson has to get his shot right. Oh, that is unbelievable! Gutting for Bournemouth, glorious for Arsenal. In this extraordinary season for the Gunners. In this extraordinary season for the Gunners. They've come up with another...
And now Ward-Prowse! And deflected behind. It actually... With Southampton dozing. Kulusevski's ball in! And headed wide. Goodness me. They completely switched off there.
So we don't really know what he's thinking.
Son! Struck it beautifully across Bazunu, but...
Time team talk, imagine.
Son through for Pedro Porro. Big chance here! And he smashed it in! Lashed, smashed and crashed into the roof of the net from the Spaniard, who gets his first goal for Tottenham Hotspur in first half stoppage time. Bazunu could do nothing about that. And top
construction.
Armstrong to Walker-Peters to make substitutions. Here goes Walcott. Adams! What a sensational start to the second half for Southampton. Equalising within 45 seconds of the restart. Shea Adams, just his third touch in the box of Tottenham to expect here. Ward-Prowse takes aim and it dips onto the roof of the net. Skip to his left, Kane's going to go alone. And it was a poor decision because he failed to hit the target. Harry Kane's there! And he doesn't miss from that sort of range. Harry Kane restores Tottenham's lead with his 23rd goal of the season and his 12th career goal. Kulusevski to swing that ball in dangerously and drilled goalwards brilliantly. Smashed in by Perisic to make it 3-1. Caught it beautifully. No chance for Bazunu. And that might well be 3 big points for Antonio Conte and Spurs. It's Maitland-Niles! Good stop from Forster. He's got it back from Sulemana. Mara. Walcott! Saints right back in it! Theo Walcott from close range. And what a second half we're seeing here. Sulemana. Lovely bit of skill. Not once but twice. Well, Salisu is there. Both go over. It's a free kick penalty. Time. Can James Ward-Prowse win a point for Southampton? You bet he can! Smashed into the top corner by James Ward-Prowse. It's 3-3. Just over. And there's the final whistle. That was the last touch of the game. A deserved draw.
As Jensen sweeps in the cross, which is met fantastically well by Pontus Jansson. It flew past Jason Steele. And Brentford have got their noses in front with their first meaningful attack of the game. Brighton reaping rich dividends for Brighton, and Matoma is away once more here. Wonderful finish. Simplistic in its creation, magnificent in its execution. Brighton won, Brentford won, and it's a perfect response to falling behind.
Superbly drilled ball from Jason Steele.
As we've seen so often draw teams in, this time they went long, but they could be in trouble here. Brentford back in front. And it's another goal for Ivan Toney. What a response.
What about this little flick from Brian Mbeumo? Straight on, he knows that Tony's onside. That Lewis dunk is far too deep.
It's back with Solly March once more. Quick shift of feet from him to clip it up to the back post. And yet again, Brighton are back level. And Danny Welbeck marks his 400th league appearance with a goal. No real emotion on show. To an end here. Up he steps. He goes for goal. It deviates in front of David Raya, but he gets clean hands on it. So far in this game, 11 of them have come from Brighton. Burmo's free kick seeking Pinnock, who puts it away. And Brentford get themselves ahead yet again this afternoon. In Europe next season, it would be an outstanding achievement for both. It's possible for both these two sides, of course, to make it into the top 7. Worth a hit, tipped over the top by David Raya, who had...
That was travelling little
of the 6-yard box here. Estepinian, can he get it right? This time he can, but the header is over the top from...
That's a free header, only.
This McAllister against David Raya. McAllister steps up and levels it up for Brighton. Finally, after so much pressure in this second half, they have found an equaliser, and they have...
As he suspected, I never thought the second half could live up to the first. Not quite, but still a terrific...
But it's gone straight out to Kulusevski.
Yeah, just the goalkeeper, you're asking about set pick.
It's a lovely run from Perisic. He's in behind here. Cut back for Son. The flag stays down and Tottenham have the lead. Beautifully dispatched by Son for his 12th goal of the season.
Perisic doesn't wait on the line, comes inside, has the...
Maybe with Viña. And Christie! Huge opportunity to equalise, but he couldn't. Son threatening to go all the way. A really good stop from Neto.
I think once you...
Back on his left side, ideally. Oh, it's a great effort. Fine save from Lloris, who curled in a cracker. Oh, Porro's lost it this time. Oh, that's a good chance for Bournemouth, and they're in, and they've scored through Viña. His first Premier League start, and he's popped up with a crucial goal for the Cherries.
And this type of mistake shouldn't happen at this level. But the press is there and the run is good, but it's at this point here.
Tavernier. Oh, past Sanchez. Solanke! Would you believe this? Bournemouth have turned it around to lead 2-1. Dom Solanke set up the first, and he's just delightfully dinked in the second. Oh, Kane's header. Well, he's putting cross after cross after cross, Porro, and that's another. Oh, Danjuma! What a spectacular finish from the former Bournemouth player. He's broken the Cherries' hearts here. His first Premier League goal for Spurs to put a smile on. There'll be a chance here for Bournemouth. It's a chance for Ouattara! Absolutely incredible! Dungo Ouattara with his first goal for Bournemouth, and he surely won it for the Cherries in the 5th minute of stoppage time. What after something like that in the later stages of this game? Down below, waiting for that chance, but
fabulous atmosphere.
Keep away there, straight away there by Ramsdale. Alcaraz! Oh my word! A remarkable start! 1-0 Southampton. A real mistake there by Aaron Ramsdale. And the bottom team take the lead. Arsenal stunned. Might get worse yet. Here's Alcaraz. Looking for Walcott. Great ball. Walcott! It's 2-0! Absolutely astonishing. The former Arsenal man, with what could be a damaging blow to his oak. Got beyond Perro, and there's one back. Gabriel Martinelli. Back to 2-1. What a game we have here tonight. And Arsenal's top scorer gets them right back in the match again. In again by Vieira. Gabriel gets up. And he got it very well indeed. That was a chance. Saka's corner. Flicked on. Oh, and turned away. In goes Vieira. Well, the goal line clip. Ward-Prowse with the ball in. And a chance here. It's a goal for Chaleta. A third Southampton goal. Arsenal falling apart. The Saints have their 2-goal lead again. Now, to come back to win this one. And there might be a chance. It was a chance. It's a lovely ball in. But Jesus.
Now, difficult run of games to come for Arsenal as well.
Good shot there. Wonderful goal from Odegaard. And the Arsenal captain showing some fight here. It's back to 3-2. And Arsenal perhaps aren't done yet.
A lifeline.
Good ball there by Trossard. Nelson! Oh, Bazunu with the save! And Saka's there! Bukayo Saka! Oh, the Emirates comes alive again! In towards Trossard. It's Nelson! Oh, it's a whisker away.
Isn't too far away either.
That check is complete.
In from Robertson, plenty in there. It just wouldn't quite nestle in the corner from Konate. In from Alexander-Arnold, Jota's there. Wrong side of the net from his point of view. They stood. Virgil van Dijk in the mix. Fabinho's there. It's bundled in by Diogo Jota. Liverpool have the lead. Their persistence pays off. It's a brilliant start to the second half, and the goals are flowing again for Diogo Jota. Gibbs-White. Nico Williams, deflection, goal! The scrap for survival takes another twist as Nottingham Forest are level at Anfield. And it's the former Liverpool youngster who fires it home. Jota with lots of space and a finish to match. Where did the Nottingham Forest defence go to? They were waiting for a flag that never came, and Diogo Jota just helped himself. Well, my initial thought... Neatly looking for Jota, who goes for it. And Keylor Navas denies him a hat-trick. In from Niakate. Gibbs-White will hit it! Goal for Nottingham Forest! They may be deep in trouble, but they're doing everything to find a way out. He kept his eye on it and he drilled it in. In from Alexander-Arnold, in from Salah. It's another goal from a free kick in this game. And Mo Salah continues to take his place alongside some Liverpool greats. It's a strike that draws him level 6th in the all-time scoring charts for the club with Robbie Fowler. And it edges the Reds ahead. On from Gibbs-White and from Worrell. Oh, and it's almost very special from Awonyi. Kept alive by Mangala, and Johnson's in! Oh! Denied by the crossbar. Into the box, but in from Johnson it goes. The header from Mangala. Easy pickings for Alisson. Looking to break, including Gibbs-White. The header from Mangala. Easy pickings for Alisson. Looking to break, including Gibbs-White and Johnson as well.
Away as it's bent in towards the far post. Defensive header not good enough. And Soucek scores for West Ham. Perfect start for the Hammers. Salvation is tangible.
Great finish from Thomas Soucek. We're so often.
Corey able to find plenty of space in the midfield. It's a good ball forward. Ayew 1-1. Well, the lead didn't last for long. Great response from the Eagles. And Jordan Ayew drives them back on level terms within 5 minutes. Please say. Trying to cause problems again. Zaha 2-1. Elise and Ayew working well in tandem once more. This time, Zaha was the beneficiary. He hasn't scored a goal since he last played against West Ham. Doing everything he can to show that he's good value for his new contract offer. A slump embarrasses Soucek and makes it 3. He dillied and dallied in the midfield, and Schlupp attacked it with intensity, robbed him of possession. The rest, a formality.
Yeah.
Early Palace possession that had to come against the run of play.
Without doubt. And for West Ham...
Soucek and Bowen both trying to get free. It's Soucek flicked on for Antonio and in for 3-2. What a first half.
Incredible. Great delivery again. They don't. Thomas Soucek.
Elise. Fabianski couldn't be short. Had to help it on its way. And again, going down on the edge of the penalty area, in the penalty area. And Palace will have it. It's Eze against Fabianski. As cool as you like. There are ice in those veins. It's a 2-goal lead for Palace. And the 40-point mark. Flicked on again by Soucek, and again coming around the back, it's bundled in again.
Incredible.
And it's 4-3. And again, a set piece does the job. Again, forces it over the line. And they are back in it. Palace victory. The Eagles are flying, and they'll be up in the...
Here goes Johnson, who is very quick. In towards Awonyi. That's what the counter-attack is designed for. Southampton have had the ball. Nottingham Forest have got the goal.
Huge goal for his team tonight. Terrific crossfield ball. This sort of ball you're...
Danilo again. Yeah, hooked in by Awonyi. He's done it again. What a spell for him and for Nottingham Forest.
He has a look, Aurier, can't really see anything. Eventually, it goes big. Walcott half gets it away, but they keep it alive. Look, again, it's scruffy and it goes away, but it's...
Piece of Southampton, they need to make one count and that lesson.
No, look at that again. It's the same player getting in that.
Top runners either side, Armstrong. Alcaraz, and they've got one back. And that inability to keep clean sheets, particularly when you've got A 2-goal lead. As though they were at the gallop. Oh, what are you thinking? Hat-trick, hat-trick, hat-trick.
Oh, what a challenge.
Johnson. Ooh. Michael Oliver gives a penalty against Maitland-Niles. Here he goes. And he does the job. It is 3-1. No time to relax, but it's a lot healthier. Southampton's goals have come from set pieces. Oh, and there's another one. Lianco putting his height to good use, his power to good use, and getting the next goal, we said, was the plan for Southampton.
Мне кажется, руками там мяч еще прихватил случайно. Гибсуайт, красивейший эпизод, 4-2. Данило, но он заслужил сегодня свой мяч. Был великолепен бразилец. И вновь Ноттингем Форест отправляет мяч в ворота Алекса Маккарти после периода, когда, в общем-то, гол...
Here's Felipe. Time certainly for Nottingham Forest to rub Southampton's noses in it again. Lavia goes down.
Yeah.
Penalty, surely.
It's going to get it.
Oh, we are not done and dusted. You're Southampton. Because he fires it in, and it is 4-3, and there is still time. Southampton herring back to get into position. Forest less so. Forest have won. Steve Cooper.
At a young age, it's just how you bounce back and take them in your stride.
Lavia's given it away, and it's punished. What an awful mistake. Jota says thank you very, very much, and one of Southampton's most impressive players has gifted Liverpool the opening goal.
Well, unity.
Fabinho, oh, they're queuing up here. Firmino, can he get on it? Yes, he can. Roberto Firmino with a farewell goal. And Liverpool double their leads. We've only played 14 minutes. Southampton made it look... This is Walcott, and a spectacular effort from Sulemana. Why not? Alcaraz. And again, little touch off from Sulemana. Lots of space on this side of the area for Ward-Prowse. Southampton hit back through their captain. Really nicely worked goal. James Ward-Prowse guides it deftly into the...
Gifted it to the keeper there.
Sulemana, yes! All the way through, and as easy as that. Kamaldeen Sulemana with his first goal for Southampton. And Sulemana beats that one challenge, and Sulemana still going, options both sides. Sulemana, oh! A goal as special as the celebration. He hadn't scored before today. He is making up for that now. What a start. I was given that straight to Armstrong. First touch for Southampton's number 9. Can he make it count? What an impact. Just on the pitch. And with his first involvement, he makes it 4-2. Southampton are bowing out with a bang. Matip out to the far side, rolled to Elliott. Alexander-Arnold, beautiful! Oh, tapped in by Gakpo at the far post. And Liverpool are right back in it. Lovely creation, excellent cross. Salah, Jota, and Jota is in! Oh, yes! 2 goals in less than 2 minutes. And Liverpool have roared back this crazy game. Elliott to bend one. McCarthy adjusted at the last moment.
I think he was, because there was...
Gakpo, he's going to try one. Fizzing over.
He's caught hold of that one, hasn't he, Gakpo?
Lianco trouble on the left and scooped wide. Seen that so many times, and early in the second half, only for Liverpool to roar back with 2 quick-fire goals. Roberto Firmino.
6 weeks today, England start their World Cup campaign. And Arsenal starting their campaign here in electrifying fashion with Martinelli just over a minute gone. And this is the Arsenal that have been taking the league by storm this season. They're taking Liverpool by storm. Darwin Núñez has found some space here, carried out by Ramsdale. Arsenal just lost their man then. So it might be here to stay. Here's Luis Diaz. It's a lovely ball, and it's a brilliant equalizer from Darwin Núñez. And Liverpool were knocking on the door, and now they've found a way through it. 1-1 at the Emirates.
Well, there were some signs. I have to say, Núñez, he's been the star for Liverpool up top. He's the one that's got him behind.
Leeds, Gabriel Martinelli taking them on again with brilliant work. Who, to be fair, hasn't had too many touches in this first half, but that is a telling touch. They scored very early, they've scored very late, and they're going to go in at the break 2-1 up against Liverpool. Jota. It's a lovely ball. Roberto Firmino makes it 2-2. 7 minutes into the second half. And Liverpool show that in town they're still around. And that record. Xhaka. Had time for another touch. Xhaka. All over the place. There's a penalty. Far fixture, which means so much, particularly to the Gunners. Bukayo Saka against Alisson, and he fires it in. Emphatically. Job done by the young man. His second goal in the game, and Arsenal lead 3-2. Respect from Jurgen.
Through Zinchenko redelivering. Nketiah! The goal gate by Haaland. Oh, Tomiyasu's back pass. De Bruyne! Smart opportunism. And the Champions League on the turf of their would-be successors.
Well, this
lobbed into the path of Nketiah! The Emirates takes a breath. Saka delivers! Grealish, Haaland. Oh, Trent Stott Ramsdale. Suarez whips it in. Out by Tomiyasu and then headed up, down and over via Ramsdale for a corner. It's beyond him. It's Tomiyasu. Nketiah couldn't connect. Martinelli. Charge. Gundogan. And Grealish! Snatches back a Champions League! A blue blur in the corner, and Arsenal. And De Bruyne, and Haaland! The champions stride away! A giant moment from a giant man.
Saka's played it in, and Nketiah has headed wide.
Well, he missed one in the first half.
Oh, Ederson wasn't sure.
A missed kick by Trossard, he tried to get...
Once more, the champions lord it over those who would steal their crown. And the race...
Now a chance with some acceleration as well. Oh, what a goal! But wipe away all those statistics about never scoring here. Just put that to bed. Not scoring in an away Premier League start for over 2 years. He put that to bed in the most emphatic fashion. Arsenal 0, Manchester. There we go. And Nketiah. Nketiah at the far post. Arsenal hit back.
What a goal. I mean, I have to say, it comes from that.
McTominay! Beaten away by Ramsdale.
This game's good.
Saka tries one. Oh! Fabulous from Bukayo Saka. Arsenal lead in the most spectacular style. Gifted Christian Eriksen with a corner. Ramsdale comes for it. Valencia headed in by Martinez. The man with the band has brought the band of United level at 2-2. What a game.
What a game.
Comes out to Odegaard. Corner.
That's exactly the problem, Martin. You get out.
One great goal to his name already. And nearly two, so nearly two. There's a deflection along the way. Is he going to fall Arsenal's way? It has done. Nketiah. Still better chasing them. Here's Trossard. Zinchenko. Nketiah. Flag stays down. Arsenal have the lead with what? A minute plus added time to go. They complete a wonderful first half of their season. What a way to round that off.
That's put into a good area towards Richarlison. That's an excellent save. The flag stayed down. They timed that perfectly. Granit Xhaka, he doesn't mind having a pop. And it flashed across the face of Lloris. Flash wide of the post. White. Chance to shoot. Oh! That's special from Thomas Partey, who picks out the top corner quite brilliantly. The touch paper lit at the Emirates. Arsenal lead the North London derby. Given away by Saliba. Can't clear it though. Down goes Richarlison. Penalty. Anthony Taylor point. North London derby. Kane scores. Tottenham Hotspur level. It's his 100th goal away from home in the Premier League. He's the first player to do that. And he's now gone past Thierry Henry. That's his 44th goal in the London derby. Bit of space now against Perisic over there, but Son was quickly back, gets the shot in, spilled by the keeper and in! Gabriel Jesus with his first goal and his first North London derby. It's 5 for the season now for Jesus. And Hugo Lloris will be disappointed he couldn't hold it, but he was there to tap it in, Jesus, to give Arsenal. Arsenal 2, Tottenham 1. Here's Martinelli. Leaned on by Romero. Chance for Xhaka! The Emirates Tierney might fancy a dig from here. Good save by Lloris. Why not? That's a brilliant strike. Theo Conte, because his team have done the business today and got 3 big points in the bag in the Premier League. Beautiful goal. There's a longer-term absentees. Jadon Sancho, room to shoot, finds the goal. Well, Tottenham Hotspur behind inside 7 minutes, and Jadon Sancho fires Manchester United ahead.
Well, it's a similar position where they had a problem up at Newcastle. The ball's easy.
Just though the Manchester United striker hits that well. Forster always had it covered, you feel. Shoots. Must have been moving because Forster made the save in the manner that he did. Didn't really want to take a chance. Rashford, who's 1v1 against Dyer for now. Longlay's got back to help. Rashford! 2-0. That's how you finish. And the mini goal drought is over for Marcus Rashford, and he gets number 29 of this excellent scoring season for him.
Well, there's one chance at one end. Spurs.
Saka flicking in towards Richarlison. Kane, that's a good block by Shaw. Porro, they've got to go back. Well, that's just what Tottenham Hotspur needed, just what Tottenham Hotspur were hoping for. And Pedro Porro on the volley. Oh, he's hit the bar. Well, that's a good save by Forster to deny Wan-Bissaka. Whips the ball in. Son coming in. Oh, he's missed the target. Sums up his season, really. Perisic whips it in. Oh, it's a free header for Dyer. How did he miss it? Only he knows it. A good header because he's found Harry Kane. Kane's plays it all the way through. The equalizer. Heung-min Son for Tottenham. And just when Spurs needed it, it's the old 1-2 punch. Kane to Son, 2-2.
How many times have you...
Their dismal showing at Newcastle on Sunday, but they showed real spirit tonight under Ryan Mason to come back.
Grealish for Gundogan. Ilkay Gundogan. He's watched it fly past his post. Davis. And Davis whipped it in, and Son's header was clutched on the line by Edison.
What a good move from Tottenham.
And here is Rico Lewis! Morris threw out a palm and it was sufficient. And Rodri and Haaland! Well, Edison's pass was poor, and Kulusevski pounces! And Tottenham steal! And Pep is on his knees. And Kane. And still Kane. And thrust in by Emerson Royal. Spurs are blinking this back. Can it be? 2 goals in. Around Perisic. Mahrez. Grealish. Champions punch back. A World Cup winner's goal. Mahrez for Rodri. And Rodri for Mahrez. Haaland! The heavyweight bounces off the canvas. The champions back in the battle. Riyad Mahrez! There. Kulusevski. Oh, what a stop that is as Perisic drove in on it. Mahrez. And Perisic is committed and out of it. It's Riyad Mahrez! That's just stunning. Manchester City in microcosm. In less than a quarter of an hour. Thrust forward by Ederson, and here is Riyad Mahrez! The man of a magnificent Manchester City moment. He's made it happen all by himself. But despises the concept of defeat, a club that stared at a desperate deficit and then...
In first time, and Christian Eriksen! Well, it's not beyond his skill to put... Around the back is Martinelli, and the patient play nearly came off with... good advantage played by Paul Tierney. It could lead to Anthony on his debut. He slots Manchester United into the lead. He's got a new badge to kiss here. And universal acclaim from the Manchester United squad and of course from the supporters. Chance for use of the hand, but Saka, and that's the way it's been going for him in front of goal.
What a penalty.
Put through, there might be a chance here for Saka. There is a chance, and Arsenal are level. And you can't say it hasn't been coming. Well, the travelling fans have had plenty of disappointments in. Fernandes for Rashford, right through the middle of Arsenal, go Manchester United, and Marcus Rashford restores the lead. Eriksen, Fernandes, Rashford, 2-1. Table. They're not finished yet with Gabriel Jesus. Belongs to Christian Eriksen. Rashford's up with him. Eriksen looks for Rashford. And the flag has not gone up. Rashford thinks he scored a second. Manchester United think they are 3-1. And game wrapped up. Well, VAR will check. Eriksen this time does get the assist. The end of Arsenal's 100% start and unbeaten record, but they contribute.